Well, surprisingly, today I'm not going to say welcome to the loft, because the loft is up behind me, almost finished. I'm waiting on the building inspector about my witch's staircase, which I want to put in. So it's time to get on with what will become the dressing room. But I wasn't happy with the plaster work. It's been repaired with plasterboard and gypsum plaster, which then popping out away from the old lime plaster. And I've been thinking about it, and eventually I've decided, well, I'm just going to chop it all out and I'll do it properly with plasterboard all over the wall, so that we haven't got these bits, bumps and patches all over the place. So I've already started. This is what it looks like currently. This bottom section had all been done with plasterboard and gypsum plaster, and it was cracking along the top here because it wasn't matching up. You can see some of the old gypsum plaster still there. So I'm going to have to rip this out. The other walls over here I'm not too fussed about because they're going to be behind cupboards eventually, so that I don't really have to rip the whole bloody room out. There's quite a bit damp in that corner which I need to look at as well, so it's probably just well I've ripped it all out. Actually, it's quite a fun thing to do until you have to pick up the rubble, because it's remarkably easy, because it's just lath and plaster. If you just break the plaster bond and the lath with a hammer, you give it a pull, it all comes off. The fun bit comes when you have to take out 10 million nails so I can put the plasterboard back on. And probably like in the bedroom I might have to put some extra supports in it to get it square. But if you like making a mess, it's an ideal way to spend an afternoon. Certainly a way to keep warm in a cold winter. So I'll keep you abreast of progress. Well, this is a little bit further into the game now. And I've pulled off most of that wall. Of course, the fun is in getting rid of all the rubble, which is currently filling the floor up. Lenny would quite like me to strip the plaster off the stone wall on that side, because she really likes that, but it's going to be a lot of work to do it, but we'll probably do it. And the lady of the house ultimately has to say. I'm just a whacker. So there we are, dust everywhere. And at least I've done this before now, so I know what to expect. I'm pretty sure we can get it looking a lot better than it does. There seems to be quite a lot of damp in that corner, which I haven't been able to work out exactly where it's coming from yet, but hopefully we'll resolve that one too. So, part way into the project. More mess, fun and games. Right, so once again, we're not in the loft. We are now working on what is hopefully going to become a dressing room. And as you will see behind me, I've now ripped out all of the lath and plaster wall. The usual mess, white dust everywhere. You might notice a better view. I can't say view of the sheep because they've disappeared. But the view is courtesy of one of our new double glazing panes. We're replacing several that had condensation inside them, and decided to get rid of the cottage pane, faux cottage panes, and there to give us a better view. And I'm super pleased with the way it came out. I've just put in 2 windows, one in the bedroom and one here for now, because I want to get on with the plastering. In chopping down the plaster, we revealed some very nice brickwork and wooden lintel beams, and I didn't really want to cover them up again, so I'm going to leave a patch of this above and below the window to give it a little bit of character. And you will see that I've been repointing them, because as upstairs the lime mortar is degraded and flaking and whatever, so it needs to be tied out a bit. I'll still have to decide what exactly I'm going to do with the windowsill, but I've also been repairing some of the plaster work. In this time I'm not using proprietary repair plaster. I actually made up my own lime mortar, and we're going to see how well that works. At the moment it seems to be working quite well. We'll put a finishing skim of restoration plaster over the top of it in the end. There's some more gypsum plaster repairs there in the wall, which is going to have to get chopped out, but I can't get to that yet because I've got too much stuff in the room in the way. But the idea is going to be we're going to leave this window with the brick wall above and below the window. I think that's a nice little country feature. And then ultimately the idea is to build cupboards over there in the rebate. And if the building inspector ever gets back to me, our witch's stairs are going to replace this ladder. So that's where we're at the moment. This is going to be boarded up. I'm still considering playing around with this a bit, maybe making a few little shallow shelves or features in the wall just so it isn't just a blank wall. Bit of fun maybe, a lot of extra work. But there it is, the dressing room with a view. It's a pity I can't show you the sheep. I think the farmer moved them yesterday or last night when we weren't watching. Just as well because they've eaten all the grass. They were sticking their heads through the fence just to try to get some fresh grass on the side of the pavement. So they've been moved to pastures greener, I hope. Yeah, I'll give you an update when we make some more progress.